Xavi Hernández.
Marc Brau, sisplau.
Què tal, Xavi? Bona tarda.
Marc Brau, Barça TV.
Més enllà dels resultats, els últims partits us heu trobat rivals més aviat reactius, rivals que us han fet tenir molta pilota.
Going beyond the last two results, you've
equips també com el
been facing opponents who are very reactive, who sit in a low block. Real Sociedad are different. They practice a similar style as Barça. Will that help you to get back to the good sensations that we've been having from this team?
Totalment d'acord. Jo crec que
Yeah, I'm very
és un rival
in
diferent.
agreement with you. It's a different rival than Cádiz, Eintracht,
Va ser molt valent i ens va apretar.
Levante as well. The Levante were very brave and pressed us man to man. But Real are a great team.
Imanol és un gran entrenador.
Imanol is an excellent coach.
Ho ha demostrat.
He's shown this.
S'assimila molt al que volem nosaltres com a idea de joc. Com a
Simulates how we want to play as well.
Porten
He works very well
molts anys molt bé.
since many years as well.
Són un exemple per
They're an example for us for how they've been doing things.
títol de Copa.
They've won the cup as well. They're going to be a difficult opponent.
Massa alhora, potser sí que ens vindran a apretar dalt. Bé,
They're going to press us high.
les armes.
We also have our weapons. We'll try to have
nosaltres també
the solutions to escape this high press.
molt atractiu pels
I think it'll be a good game, especially for the fans.
pels entrenadors.
Maybe not so much for the coaches,
Doncs afrontar-ho de la
but
millor
we'll
manera
try to
possible.
confront it
Ja
the best way possible.
m'enfado, ara torna a haver-hi aquesta il·lusió, aquestes
We need
ganes
to
de tornar a fer les coses bé. Hem entrat
Get
en una
back
dinàmica
to the
negativa.
excitement we had before to break this negative patch we're in.
Tenim un partit molt difícil, però
It'll be a difficult one,
final per nosaltres.
but it's another final for us. They're a direct rival for the Champions League spots.
Estan perdent punts, ahir el Betis.
A lot of teams
també a
are
casa
dropping
del Cádiz,
points.
Tothom juga molt.
Us at home against Cádiz and Betis
Hi ha
against
molta
Elche.
tensió, hi ha molts nervis.
There's a lot of tension and nerves.
Serà difícil
It'll be difficult.
assolir l'objectiu, però
We have to reach our objectives, but we depend on ourselves at least.
Consol Morri de Catalunya Ràdio. Sobre aquesta dinàmica negativa que dèiem.
With regards to this negative dynamic,
Aquestes coses sempre són multifactorials, que si les lesions, el calendari o l'estat anímic.
we'll see that there's many factors that add to it.
Consideres
Injuries,
que ha caigut
the calendar.
d'on venia?
How do you explain what has been happening?
Jo crec
Well, it depends on the game you're referring to. I think against Levante, we played well.
Vam estar prou bé.
People say we didn't, but I think we did.
Hi ha moments que
Levante
ens costa sortir, però
Pressed us and it was hard to escape that,
guanyar-lo al minut 90.
but we managed to win it in the 90th plus minute.
No fem un
The knockout game against Eintracht was not good, neither away or at home.
el seu model de joc que sortia a la contra
Their
i sortien molt
style
bé,
of
no vam
play
parar aquestes
hurt
contres.
us.
Allà sí que és
We
un tema
didn't
futbolístic.
stop their
El
counters.
Cádiz per mi és un tema
And against Cádiz, it was a mental
ho
aspect.
veiem molt fàcil, de que no som efectius. Si és
We
un partit
perhaps
per guanyar-lo bé.
confronted it with the wrong mindset, and we should have won it.
I depèn, entrem en aquesta dinàmica, però no es pot
We're
dir
now
que és
in
un
this
motiu
dynamic, but we can't put it
o futbolístic o anímic.
on
Ara ja
one
són les dues coses.
concrete specific reason.
Tornem a tenir moltes urgències, ens havíem il·lusionat
Are
tots
now
de que potser podíem competir a la
in
Lliga.
urgent circumstances again.
És impossible.
We know that the league is
Hem
pretty much impossible. We need to
per Champions de cara a l'any que ve
confront the reality, which is to qualify for the Champions League and
per aconseguir, no? Sobretot intentar
work hard and fight hard to do it,
que ens donaria
to consolidate
la Supercopa també.
that second place would also allow us to play the Super Cup.
Piqué és novetat a la llista. Com estan
Piqué
les molèsties per poder participar d'inici? I d'altra
has
banda,
rejoined the
també
squad.
a nivell de concentració després d'una setmana que ha estat a l'ull de l'huracà, de tota la...
How is he, given everything that is surrounding
que s'ha parlat tant d'ell,
him and the Spanish Federation with the Super Cup?
Bé, ell és així. Ell és una
Well,
persona molt extrovertida.
That's Piqué. He's an extrovert.
Està
He likes
en boca de la gent.
to be
Potser en aquest sentit
in the top of people's minds. He likes to be the protagonist.
Ser més prudent, més
I
diplomàtic.
prefer to be more diplomatic, more prudent.
I per això doncs, està sempre en boca de la gent, no?
He doesn't, which is why
El conec, si
he makes the headlines.
estigués distret o estigués d'alguna manera desconcentrat o li faltés
But
concentració,
if there would be any
que l'avisaria, però bé,
act of indiscipline or concentration taking place, I would notice that.
l'adrenalina és com una...
But that's not the case whatsoever. He gives us adrenaline, he motivates us, he connects
està
us.
concentradíssim, està implicat.
He's
ens ha donat un
100% concentrated and committed to this team.
els últims temps i l'hem
We've
trobat
seen it on the field,
faltant aquests
and we've missed him in these games. So
de molèsties està...
he's fine. And also, with regards to the injuries, he's completely fine.
En directe pel que jugues de Ser Catalunya. Com va anar ahir la xerrada amb els jugadors després de la derrota?
How were the chats with the players after
Vam veure
the game against Cádiz?
Ahir va haver esbroncades, podria
Did you
dir, quin va ser el teu missatge a l'equip?
have a serious chat with them?
Però dir les coses clares, sí.
Well, not serious, but I was very clear in my message.
Doncs ho hem
We
dit.
had to play
Si hem d'ensenyar
better, and I
vídeos
told them
per
that.
veure
I showed
les
them
jugades, perquè moltes vegades pot ser
videos
una
of
opinió
certain
meva
plays
i ells no està
where I have my opinion where maybe they are in disagreement.
I et veus
So
doncs, que no competeixes i que el
on
Cádiz
the
és
video,
millor que tu, doncs
I showed them
va ser una evidència, no?
where it was evident where Cádiz outplayed
Partit per guanyar-lo
us.
bé.
It was
No vam
a
estar
game where we
malament
should have
en el
won.
joc, no vam estar malament, vam generar moltes ocasions.
We
però s'ha de
generate
realitzar.
a lot of chances,
Tenim
and we should have
fe,
capitalized on
a
it.
la porteria,
We should have been more efficient in front of goal.
centrem 25-30 vegades,
You
arribem a
know,
la línia
if
de
we had
fons.
25, 30
ocasions
rivals
clares,
in their area,
Aquest partit s'havia de guanyar i és una...
8 shots on goal,
per nostra.
and
I
we
això
should have
no pot tornar a
picked up the
passar.
3 points. This
Guanyin,
cannot
doncs,
happen
per
again.
Temes futbolístics,
If
com
they
l'Eintracht, per exemple,
beat us
ens va
like
costar,
Eintracht because of
però per
footballing
fe i per
reasons,
desig no ens poden guanyar.
but the opponents can't beat us in
Però no va ser
intensity.
convocada, es parla ahí, però...
But I didn't get angry with them, no.
Buenos días, Josep Capel de Radio Nacional de España. Me gustaría saber cómo en este tramo final de
I would like to know
temporada
how in this final phase of the season
ilusionar un poco al
you can
culé. En estos meses habéis conseguido ilusionar,
get the Barça fan excited again.
viendo opciones lejanas, pero opciones al título. El equipo
Still
podría ilusionar de nuevo.
options, distant options
Después de
to
esta
fight for the
semana de
title.
dos, derrotas, ¿cómo podéis
But
enganchar
after these two
de nuevo a la gente?
consecutive losses, how do you get the fans excited?
Todo, jugando bien a fútbol, ganando partidos,
Giving it all,
intentando quedar
playing
segundos,
good games,
aunque no sea un
winning,
objetivo en la historia del Barça, pero
finish
este año lo es. No pasamos
second in the league standings, which is now our objective. It's not historically what we compete for, but
no podemos
this season we do, and that's our reality at the moment.
Al final es
We can't sit there with our arms crossed, and we have to face our reality. We need to get back to winning ways.
volver a enganchar a la gente.
We want to be first.
Y lo
We
hemos
want
conseguido. Hemos hecho
to have the
partidos
fans
muy buenos
on our
contra
side,
rivales
and we
grandes.
did so against
volver a
big
hacerlo.
opponents.
Hay que
And we need to
rehacerse y
do that again.
de
We need
las
to collect
historias
ourselves.
grandes, ¿no? Se escriben cuando hay un inicio bueno, ¿no? Entonces vamos a volver a
The big
reiniciar. a
stories
hacer
are
otra
all
vez,
start
intentarlo
with
y
a beginning,
ilusionar a
and we need to do
la
that
gente, sin
right
más.
now.
Intentar quedar lo
We need
máximo
to
posible, acabar
get the fans
la
excited,
temporada
finish the
con
season
el objetivo de
the
Champions,
highest
con las mejores
place
sensaciones
possible
y
in the
volver a
Champions League,
recuperar lo que
and
hace
with
2-3
good
partidos
sensations,
teníamos, ¿no? Un buen juego,
and go back to
una
what we had
dinámica,
2-3 games ago.
alegría. Bien, hay que volver. Hay que
Good
empezar
style of
de
play, joy on the field, and we start tomorrow.
Buen día, Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. A ti como entrenador, que tú lo decías, eres más
For you as a coach, you said you were more diplomatic.
Como Piqué,
Did it bother you
minutos
to
después de
see
que el equipo cayese
A
en
player
Liga?
like Piqué
Y no sé si estuviste,
do a Twitch
si
stream
estuviste
after the
pendiente
team
del tuit,
lost
¿no?
against Cádiz,
¿Te
and
molestó
were
como
you
entrenador, como líder de un
No,
equipo?
watching it? Did it bother you?
No, a mí me molesta que no,
No,
estén
not at all.
concentrados en el trabajo, que
It
no
bothers me if they're not concentrated
implicados,
on the
que no
work
den
at
el
hand
100%
or
del entrenamiento, que no
committed,
den todo en
if
el
they're not
partido, esto sería un
100%
problema.
there in training.
Sí sería un problema.
That would be a
O
problem.
que no siguieran las normas, que para
Or
eso
if they don't
están,
follow the rules,
pero lo demás
but all the
es
rest.
Gerard, lo conozco muy bien. He sido
It's Gerard, I know him
compañero
very
muchos
well.
años,
I've been his teammate for
sé
many years.
gestionarlo, él se
I know how to
gestiona muy bien,
manage
es un
him.
tipo muy
He knows how to
inteligente,
manage
de mucha
himself. He's a
capacidad.
very intelligent man.
Yo
He's
creo
very
que lo
capable.
necesita él.
I think he needs
Fíjate,
it.
yo creo que hasta
Imagine
ahora-
that. I think he even needs
Estará
these
bien
kind of
para
things.
competir. Él
These
necesita
things
estos
are
estímulos
good for him,
para
and
competir mejor.
these things stimulate him
Ese es
in
Gerard,
order
lo
to
conozco
compete
bien. No
better.
tengo
It's
ningún problema.
Gerard, I know him very well. I have no problem with him.
Hola, mister, ¿qué tal? Buen día. Alejandro Segura en directo para Radio Marca. Con toda la polémica que ha habido entre la
With all the controversy
ya
between
un
the
poco más allá
Spanish
de
Federation and Piqué,
no sé
I
si
wanted
te
to ask
preocupa, dado lo que
if you are
la gente del trato de favor
worried
hacia el
that
Barça,
people
que
are
hacia
talking
final de
about
temporada,
Barça being favored
un poco más
by
beligerante
the
en contra
referees.
del equipo, porque bueno, se ha hablado mucho de que si el Barça debe quedar primero.
There's been a lot of
segundo,
talk
no sé si
that
te
Barça
preocupa
need to
sobre
finish in
este
the
tema,
top
que el
two.
Barça pueda recibir algún arbitraje
Do you
un poco más
think maybe
beligerante
now
para que la opinión pública se calme un poco.
the referees might be stricter so that the public opinion will change.
De los árbitros ya dije, yo confío en la honestidad de los árbitros.
Already spoke about this. I believe in honesty of the referees. They try to do their job the best way possible. Many times when we talk with them, they are also suffering. They feel the tension and they want to do their best jobs. And I notice how they're implicated to referee and whistle the game in all honesty. But I'm not worried about that. We haven't, I'm sure we will not be benefited nor receive calls against us after this. Pretty much the balance is the same across the league for all teams. At least I would like to think so.
Hace un mes ganasteis 0-4 al Real Madrid.
1 month ago, you won
7 seguidos ganando en la Liga.
4-0 against Madrid, 15 games undefeated. Now you have 2 consecutive losses, but what is the reality of this squad? The 1-0 loss against Cádiz or the 4-0 against Madrid? Well, we'll see. We have to play another final against Real Sociedad. It starts there. Betis, like I said, we're another direct rival, and that's our reality. 2-3 weeks ago, we were excited to perhaps still compete for the league title. Now that's very far away. And the reality is to consolidate the second place, which we're in right now. In November, we were in a more difficult situation. Now we're not that bad. Titles have been lost this season. That's clear, and we need to improve. But we need to start with the present day, not think about the future. Tomorrow is an important game for us. We can hurt a direct rival of us by taking the 3 points, and that's the primary objective. My primary objective when Laporta Mateo signed me was to finish this season in the Champions League spots. And anything else that would have been a bonus, but that hasn't come. That's the reality. We need to improve as a squad, as a staff. The way we compete, we need to improve in all aspects. And it starts tomorrow.
Alex Pintanel. Hola Xavi, buen día. Alex Pintanel da Gol. Yo te quería preguntar por el bajón del equipo justo prácticamente coincidiendo con el parón.
I wanted to ask you about the dip which coincides with the international break, the last one. Are you worried about the fact that it happened at this stage in the season, without option now, of course, to win the Europa League and the league being extremely difficult out of reach? What I'm worried about is that we need to finish in the Champions League spots. Against Sevilla, I think we played a great game. Also against Levante, against Cádiz, despite generating a lot, we weren't very good. The quarterfinal against Eintracht, we were bad, both away and at home. That's our reality. Maybe tomorrow we see our best version or the worst. We will try to make sure that it'll be the best. That's what we train for every day. Tactical things. We'll see what our reality is from here until the next 7 games until the end of the season. You said you spoke with the team to talk about what happened against Cádiz. What was their answer with regards to this lack of intensity? It's clear that Torres and Frenkie are in a negative dynamic. What was their answer?
No, jo els hi vaig donar unes raons i ells
Well, I gave them
els vaig donar uns motius.
Some reasons and
la raó, no? Per això està el diàleg.
Reasons, and they gave me theirs. That's why we have a dialogue. This is not a dictatorial leadership. I offer my reasons where we need to improve and why I look for the best version of this team, and they're conscious of it. They understand that we need to compete much better. That's the reality.
En todas las ruedas de prensa tú estás hablando de que son finales. Has dicho que en el partido del otro día...
In every press conference you said that there are finals also against Cádiz.
¿Crees que ellos también son
Are
conscientes
your players also aware
todos estos partidos
and conscious
que faltan aquí a final de temporada son
these
finales?
games from now until the end of the season are finals if you want to consolidate the second position? Yes. We need to play better. We need to compete better. We need to have more belief, more desire. The reality is not easy. We're not competing for a title. These are players that have won many things throughout their career, and it's a reality they need to adapt. You have to be more humble than ever and realize that the objective is the second spot. It's disappointing, but it's our reality.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? ¿Qué tal, Xavi? Bon dia. David Bernabéu de Mediaset, Deportes 4 y Telecinco. Quisiera preguntarte como entrenador del Barça y futbolista muy importante.
Barça coach and important player you once were. Given all of the
¿Cuál es tu posición? Es decir,
noise surrounding this controversy between Piqué and the Spanish Federation, there's some people that don't understand how active player can still negotiate with the federation to organize an event in which he's partaken in,
negocio con un futbolista
as well as a president of a federation, how he can negotiate with an active player
en este debate,
a certain contract.
¿Ves conflicto de intereses?
Do you see the conflict of interest?
Es muy difícil.
It's very difficult.
Mi opinión no va a
cambiar nada. It's not going to change anything.
Por más que diga, hay dos personas
Whatever I say,
uno
there
hizo
are two
un Twitch,
people involved. One did a Twitch, and Rubiales
al final,
had a press conference.
Creo que son para,
So the questions, I believe, should be for them.
Lo conozco bien.
Clearly, I know Rubiales very well.
Es un tío noble.
He's a noble man.
Mira por el bien de todos. Lo he
He
vivido.
looks out for the best of everyone. I lived it myself.
Y en una situación que estaban mal.
As a player,
él fue el primero.
they helped
nos ayudó a los futbolistas.
a lot of players, like Levante as well, teams, and I trust in Rubiales. These are two people that are now implicated. They need to give their explanations. My relationship with both is great, and I think that both are looking out for the best for the majority. If not,
no lo hubieran hecho de ninguna manera.
Both wouldn't be in the positions that they're in. I want to think that way, and I have good relationships with both. If it's ethical or not, everybody will have their own opinion, but I think the benefit is pretty much unanimous.
Hola Xavi, buen día. Josep Soldado para Jugones de la Sexta. Antes lo comentabas tú, ¿no? Te ficharon con el objetivo de lograr la Champions.
You said that you came to finish in this, the team in the Champions League.
Un poco frustrado, impotente.
But seeing how things have gone, are you a bit frustrated despite of your optimistic statements? How do you feel right now as a coach? Well, not good. I like to win. I like to win titles. But this is our reality. We already knew when we arrived that we were arriving at a difficult situation. And despite being the most positive people in the world, I have to confront this reality. But we're not going to change anything of what we believe in. We've won games against big teams. But I need to remind you, 4-0 against Nápoles, Villarreal, and being here is a short time. We need to trust in this process. Beaten the biggest teams of Spain. We need to compete. But in the knockout rounds, we didn't manage to do so. In the league, we had a fantastic string of matches until the game against Cádiz, where we were coming from the mid-table standings. I'm still positive. Obviously, there are moments which are difficult to digest, but that forms part of being a coach. We need to insist, continue to believe in what we're doing.
Sí, hola, Gabriel Sanz, del Mundo Deportivo. Volia preguntar-te per al lateral dret. Alves no va jugar contra l'Inter perquè no està inscrit, però tampoc va fer contra el Cádiz.
Right back Alves
o és una qüestió tàctica?
didn't play in the Europa League, obviously, because he's not registered, but neither against Cádiz. Was that a technical decision?
D'agost, això li està afectant en el seu rendiment o en la seva confiança?
No, Dest fa un gran partit el dia del Cádiz.
Dest, I think, played a great game against Cádiz. His production is excellent.
Els dos venen amb molèsties. El Dani no juga
Both Dani and Dest
perquè
have some
el turmell
muscle
llevant i el dia del partit ens diu que ha de deixar l'entreno i per això no.
He told us the day before the game that he wasn't feeling great, so that's why he didn't play.
Està a la llista per si el necessitem per una emergència.
He's in the list in case of emergency, but
va tenir molèsties, està fent un esforç en aquest sentit.
He is noticing some
en el sentit del
pain in his muscles and Dest
de la implicació del jugador.
Also, but he's been 100% committed to this team, and I have no complaints whatsoever. Their commitment is
molts jugadors amb molèsties.
Unquestionable, but yes, both players are suffering from muscle fatigue.
No és la primera vegada que fas...
It's not the first time.
No és acumulació de davanters, perquè cadascú té la seva zona, però l'altre dia van acabar jugant
the other day,
davanters.
5 forwards were out on the pitch.
Opcions de...
Do you train these kind of options? Perhaps a little bit desperate options, or do you try to get the goal in any way possible? Well, I wouldn't call it desperate. If you see it right, from
un interior, era un mitja punta. Llavors era diferent. L'únic que canviava era que teníem dos puntes a davant.
We changed the system. We trained this, changed the structure. We try to find for solutions, but I wouldn't call it desperate. We also sometimes attack with a 3-4-3, where Jordi is the winger.
Però no és a la desesperada. Sí, intentem entrenar-ho tot.
These things imply to use certain players, but it's not a desperate way.
Seria una incongruència.
If we would do that, it would be an inconvenience for both us, the staff, and the players, but we try to look for solutions. And at the end of the game, you need to assume some risks depending on the result of the game.
Hola, Xavi, Jordi Carner del diari Esport. Aquesta temporada el Barça ha guanyat el 89% dels punts de la Lliga amb Pedri al camp, sense que el percentatge baixa al 49%. No sé què et diu aquesta...
98% of the points. Without him, there's a significant dip.
Tenint en compte que no podràs comptar amb ell.
How will you confront this final string of the season without such an important player? Yeah, he's a vital player for me and for the system I want to play. He's one of the best midfielders in the world that understands the way we want to play. He's 19 years of age, and he's an important loss. But also Ansu,
or
Ronald and Gerard in these games, these are very important players for the group, and when they're not here, the team notices their absences.
Hola Xavi, Ángel Álvarez de Culemanía. Mi pregunta va más relacionada con el tema de la inscripción de jugadores. ¿Teme que se repita la situación que pasó el año pasado con Messi y en este caso algo similar con respecto a jugadores que se piensan
registering of players or the re-signing of players?
Nuevos fichajes que no se puedan inscribir.
You still have players depending.
Bueno, pero esto es de cara. El club también, ya digo siempre que el club está trabajando de cara al futuro, pero es que.
Well, with regards to this topic, the club continues to work for the future, but right now the present is much more on top of my mind. I'm thinking about Real Sociedad, not so much about these situations. Hopefully, we won't see a repeat of the situation that we went through in the winter.
Correcta o idónea.
We want the ideal situation where we can register all the players that we either renew or sign over the summer.
Hola Xavi, Juli Ramon en directe al Twitch de Gigantes. Altres s'han dit que Eric l'has provat de pivot. Si és cert, com el veus? Gràcies.
Is it possible you could use Eric in a pivot?
Qui ho ha dit, això?
No, I haven't played him as a pivot. Who said this?
No, només era una idea que vam tenir un dia, però...
Might have been an idea we had one day.
Però no l'hem provat. No.
As an emergency, but no, we never contemplated playing Eric there.
Última pregunta. Hola Xavi, buena tarde.
Buena tarde.
Adrián Ragás para el programa 10 del Barça. Hablas de falta de fe y de deseo.
You talk about the lack of desire. Why do you think that's not there, and how can you recuperate them? Well, maybe because we see the games that are going to be too easy. You think you're going to generate a lot of chances. And Cádiz, for example, we had 2 or 3 chances where Cádiz did have that desire to score the goal. We didn't have it. We didn't have the belief, the desire. Not so much the play. I think it was a good game for us where we generated many chances. But scoring or getting ahead against these kind of teams in the scoreboard changes the game. It allows you to enter in a completely different dimension. You need to always try to go up first because it just eases the game.